Hello there, 2-Minute Mover. I'm here with you this morning because I really wanted to talk to you about habits. And I've got a few of them, right, that I just hate that I do. And I try and talk myself out of doing them and it doesn't seem to work. But what I've discovered is a few really good ways to help myself change those habits and just kind of, get rid of them, replace them, and and just have myself feeling a whole lot better about my choices throughout the day. So the big habit that I've got at the moment, which I really hate, is when I'm in my kitchen, I get all the meals ready for everyone else and sit them down. You got to sit down when you eat, but I'm always standing up and eating. And I'm not just standing up and eating the meal I have prepared. I'm just kind of standing up and just kind of, if something's there, I'll just eat it. It's this mindless kind of eating. I mean, maybe not the kale. I might not sort of chew on the kale, but I might, I don't even think about it. Just eating, and then I'm like, oh, I'm kind of full, but I haven't really eaten a proper meal. And I really, really can't stand that. Other habits that, you might find yourself having is, a lot of us do that thing, myself included, of having to eat something sweet after you've had, a nice salad or a good lunch or breakfast or something like that. Maybe you've got a habit of going over to the fridge as soon as you get home to eat something, even though you're not hungry. You might have just had lunch or dinner or something. So here's how I find was a really good way to change these habits. First of all, I am such a fan of just choosing one. I think we get to, kids back at school, New Year, it's like, right, here's my list of all the things I'm going to change about myself, all the things I'm going to do, and you write them all down, and then it's just, that is way too hard. I'm not going to be doing any of those. So choose one thing. Or, because I'm a 2-minute mover, you can even choose two. But I'm thinking maybe just start with one. Even if you do one a week, that's a really, really great thing to do. So you can choose your one thing, and then the idea is, first of all, is to tell someone, get some accountability. And for me, my two girls are 9 and 11, so they are like the ultimate accountability. And in fact, they have been for years and years. If I said to them, hey, I really want to change this habit of coming over and eating your soggy crust or something, can you, if I do that, just call me on it? And they're like, absolutely. And they've been so brilliant at that kind of accountability. So I've already told my daughters, if they see me eating, standing up, to simply say, sit down, mum, and I need to go and sit down. Take what I'm eating and just sit down and eat it and chew it and be mindful about it. So that's accountability. The next thing is having a reminder. I think we kind of expect too much of ourselves, that we're going to remember all these things. So I'm a massive fan of putting a note somewhere to remind you to do it. So, I'm just writing down my note here. Sit down and eat. You don't need anything fancy. You can get a little post-it note or something. And then I can just prop that up there on the bench, and just to remind myself, stick it up on your wall or something like that. Wherever it is that you do the habit, maybe it's your fridge, I love sticking a post-it note, telling people to stick a post-it note on there, where their toothbrush is, to remind them to do a 2-minute move, toothbrush workout, or have it on your wine bottles or something like that. So that's the reminder. So you've got your accountability, you've got the reminder. A replacement is always really, really good. So, for me, for this particular habit, my replacement standing up is sitting down. You might find, say, if it's to stop yourself, if you're always kind of having to eat chocolate or something after you've just finished a meal, you might find that rather than chocolate, you do a beautiful stretch or something like that. You just had this big meal and you're sort of thinking, oh, I need a bit of energy, probably need a little bit of sugar or something. You might go, okay, I'm just going to do some little stretches out to the side, stretches over. Also a nice little roll down, roll up, something to replace it that's kind of going to give you that same feeling. So if you're after energy, maybe it's just a few legs up and down. Maybe it's even just to get up and walk outside, or just, walk up and down your hallway, the corridor of your office, whatever it is. So find a replacement that's going to give you that same kind of feeling. And then that becomes your little ritual. So for me, for this habit of wanting to sit down when I eat, in order to eat more mindfully and realize, rather than picking at all sorts of things, actually sitting down for a proper meal, that ritual is going to be that sitting down. I've got this beautiful pink plate actually that a friend gave me, and it's my only pink plate in amongst all the white ones. So I feel like that's my ritual, that the food goes onto my pink plate and I sit down and I eat. And when I eat, I breathe, I chew, go, this is my food. I do have 2 minutes to sit down and eat. I don't have to just be standing up and I'm going like that. Except for the mornings, that's a bit different sometimes, because the mornings are just hectic. And then if that's not enough for you, you can do the reward chart thing. So I've actually got a reward chart you can download for free up on my website. I'll pop the link into that. Or you can just do your own one if you want, and you just draw. So let's say we're going to do a new sort of change a habit a week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you just want to have your 7 boxes there. You can say what, sitting down to eat, write down what it is you want to change, and then your reward is going to equal, maybe my reward might be, I'm going to get myself a new plate, or maybe a beautiful fork to eat, or maybe it's something that doesn't involve any money whatsoever. The reward is going to be going down and to the beach and having a beautiful walk. So that's the reward element of it. My hubby's just gotten home, speaking of the beach. Hi babe, I'm just doing a little live here. You can come in.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. All right, but that's it from me. Live. Let me know, comment if you like on that, the habit that you hate that you're hoping to change. I'd love to hear from you and how you go with all of those top tips. Talk to you soon. Bye.